It's the Metronome Madness League. It's the Eevee Hearts going up against the Sin City Cyndaquils tonight for another exciting match. Welcome, guys. We have a Raikou coming out on the field for the Eevee Hearts with his pressure ability, limiting that Metronome attack, and the Regieleki for the Cyndaquils. Electric powerhouses going up against each other. Here we go. Regieleki starting things off with a strong move. There goes the Hyper Beam. And that's how we start the battle. My gosh, that hits hard. Raikou losing about a third of its HP right there. And here comes a skill swap from the Raikou. It's gonna swap abilities. Actually, that hurts the Raikou. Raikou now has to go up against pressure, meaning it has less Metronome to use throughout the battle. That was a bad move there. That's a bad start for the Eevee Hearts. We'll see if they can overcome it. Of course, Regieleki is going to have to recharge after the Hyper Beam, so Raikou's looking to retaliate with the Luster Purge. There goes the Luster Purge, actually hitting hard, about a third of Regieleki's HP. Lowering his stats as well, so that was a good comeback for the Eevee Hearts. Regieleki now going for the Surf. Surfing sounds about good, but not now, since it was about -4 degrees Fahrenheit where I'm living, and that was not a good look. Here comes a Harden from the Raikou, still setting up, gonna raise his defenses. But I think what you need to worry about for Regieleki really is the special attacks. So that might not be the best thing for it to do, but we'll see what happens as the battle continues. There goes the Fire Punch, and there you go, physical move. Fire Punch against the Raikou still does a decent amount of damage, and Raikou seems to be struggling. It's approaching the red as it goes for a Power-Up Punch. It's gonna raise his attack with that, putting Regieleki in the yellow. And maybe can do a bit more damage if it can survive the next couple of turns. Here comes the Regieleki now. Regieleki going for an Anchor Shot. Now that's gonna be resisted versus the Steel type move, but Raikou does get into the red. If it focuses on a physical attack here, that might actually work in its favor. There goes the Foul Play, actually using Regieleki's attack against it. And oh, that hits hard. Regieleki in the red. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can receive more Metronome Madness. There goes the Morning Sun, actually, for the Regieleki. Is going to heal itself back up. Good move from the Cyndaquils. Regieleki right back into the green. Looking pretty good, while Raikou's still struggling. Oh, he uses Morning Sun of himself back to back. Both Pokemon use Morning Sun. Oh, they don't want to go down. And so basically the beginning of this battle has started over. Oh my gosh. What are the chances for two random moves coming back to back like that? I know we've seen it actually plenty of times in Metronome Madness, but the fact that it was a healing move is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. That fake out's gonna fail, and so now we get to move on and see what Regieleki chooses to do for this turn. This time it's gonna go for a Parting Shot. Regieleki actually gonna take itself out, of course. It's gonna lower Raikou's attack and special attack with that. Don't know if that was worth it. Oh, actually, Parting Shot doesn't make you faint. You just swap out. What was I thinking? So Regieleki's gonna move back and let Jirachi come out onto the field while lowering Raikou's attack stats. That's actually not a bad look. Raikou goes for the mean look. No more switching. I bet it wish it had done that before the Parting Shot. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. Raikou gets to move first against the Jirachi, and it goes for a Dynamic Punch. Not a bad move to use. It's going to be neutral, does a little bit of damage, but also confuses, so maybe Jirachi will hit itself in that confusion. See if it can break through. It doesn't. Gives itself a little smack. It does some damage. That's not a good look for the Jirachi. Raikou going on the offensive again. And it goes for a Will-O-Wisp. It's inevitable. Inevitable for me. If I say going on the offensive or on the attack, they're not going to use an attacking move. I should just stop saying it. Here goes, but it burns the Jirachi. So now Jirachi has to break through confusion. Its attack is lowered, and it will take damage at the end of every turn. Goes for a conversion, though. Conversion, I think, is always going to change them to the normal type. Yeah, because they have Metronome. That's not a good look for Jirachi. Jirachi's probably better off as a Steel Psychic type other than normal. That's not a good look for Jirachi. There goes the Crush Claw, which would have been resisted, but no longer is. And Jirachi in the yellow. And it hits itself in confusion for a second time. That time doing a lot of damage in the burn. Oh my. Jirachi not in a good spot. It's gonna have to wish upon a star itself if it wants to survive this battle. There goes an Endeavor. That does not work. Jirachi finally snaps out of the confusion. And it gets to go for a heavy slam. Oh, no. Jirachi's not that heavy. Heavy slam does like 2 HP, literally. So yeah, you gotta be heavy if you want to use heavy slam. Jirachi in the red now. There we go. Oh, Raikou finally ran out of Metronome. It didn't help that it gave pressure to another Pokemon, and that's probably where it lost most of its PP. So now it's gonna have to struggle, but it did a decent job. But the Earth Power, that's a move you want to use against Raikou. Does a lot of damage. Raikou goes down immediately. Jirachi turns that around very quickly. Not after taking a lot of damage, and it's going to faint to the burn. So that is one Pokemon down for each of these teams, and this battle has been very interesting so far. My gosh. Latios comes out for the Eevee Hearts, and Regieleki is back out onto the field for the Cyndaquils. Of course, the advantage goes to the Eevee Hearts here, as Regieleki has already spent some time on the field. It gets to go first, though. It goes for Giga Impact. The Regieleki, like, starting with these moves, the Giga Impact, doing a lot of damage. Latios taking all that. Regieleki, of course, is going to have to recharge. There goes the Shadow Punch. And that does a lot of damage, more than I expected it to. Regieleki approaching the danger zone. Latios getting to attack again due to the recharge turn. And it goes for a Storm Throw. That might actually take it out. Storm Throw does. Regieleki goes, it was a crit. Critical hit knocks out the Regieleki. And within just 2 turns, the momentum is all on the Eevee Hearts side. It's 2 Pokemon versus 1 as the Cyndaquils move on to their last Pokemon in Heatran. There we go, Latios, faster of the 2, gets to go first. And it goes for a Powder Snow. Not very effective. Not doing a lot of damage at all. But it gets a Freeze! What are the chances? We know the chances, because it's listed. Just look up the move. But, man, Heatran gets frozen. And that just gives the Eevee Hearts, oh, it goes for Sheer Cold. Oh, it's avoided. Man, that would have been a 1-hit KO in the end of the match. Someone watch out for these Eevee Hearts, because they know how to play. Latios, they're going for the Mach Punch. Mach Punch is super effective. Still frozen solid. Heatran can't do anything. Latios just having its way with the Heatran right now. And it goes for a Shell Sidearm. Doesn't affect it, can't use poison moves. Remember, still type Pokemon. So wasted turn there. You want to, I mean, if you're going to freeze your opponent, you don't want any wasted turns. Capitalize on it as much as possible. And there goes the Rock Wrecker. That's going to be a neutral move against the Heatran, but a big hit. Heatran now at half health, and it's still frozen. How many turns was that? 3? It had to be. Heatran frozen again, so it's frozen through the recharge turn, giving Latios another chance to use a move. And that's just gotta be the end of the battle. Low kick. Low kick, super effective. Heatran goes down. It is a heavy Pokemon. And that is it. The Eevee Hearts showing why they are one of the best teams so far. Come away with the win, and they are undefeated. However, this season it is 14 battles, so that may not be long-lived. Make sure you guys continue to watch. Hit the like button to leave a like on the video. Special thanks to the patrons. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, and I will catch you next time.